What's going on YouTube? It's Mike here. Today guys, in this video, we're going to be talking about everything that you need to know about Apple's upcoming iPhone 6s. Now before we get into all that jazz about Apple's upcoming new smartphone, first I want to talk about the fact that we're at my new set. If you haven't already noticed, we got a crazy Slash Mike poster going on behind me, got a nice big couch in here, and this is what I've been working on these past couple weeks. If you remember, I made a video while I was in vacation in Orlando detailing about how I want to kind of change who I am here on YouTube and just, you know, be a little more friendly or have a nicer approach. And I also figured with a fresh look, you can't go wrong. It would really tie everything together. So that's what I did. Anyways, Apple's new iPhone 6s is just less than a month away, so I decided to get a long list together, although I'm going to shorten it for you guys together, of everything that's been rumored and what we can expect for Apple's upcoming smartphone next month. Now this first one isn't all that exciting, and it's kind of pretty obvious, but on the 6s we can expect the same design as what we've already seen on the iPhone 6, at least pretty similar, maybe a difference in materials, which I'm going to get into, but aside from that, it's pretty much going to be the same looking all around. Keeping that in mind, however, it's been rumored that the rear shell of the iPhone 6s is going to be made of 7000 series aluminum. And as you can see from the video, it did not bend nearly as bad as the iPhone 6 did, which of course sparked the entire Bendgate issue that he created. We can't forget that one. So maybe Apple went ahead and actually paid attention to tech YouTubers this time and decided to put stronger material into it. I never personally had a problem with my 6 Plus bending, and the 6 Plus was always like the most prone one. Like the 6 really didn't bend, but the 6 Plus really did. And I've had the same phone since release day, and mine is perfectly straight, so I don't know. I don't know if people just got crap manufactured phones, or all in all, Apple just went with crap material. Hopefully though, with this one, we'll be seeing that stronger aluminum. Something I've always wanted on the next iPhone is that sapphire glass crystal that was rumored to be put in the iPhone since before the iPhone 6. I don't know if we're gonna see it this time around with the 6s, it's a hope, but we might have to wait till the 7. But I love the sapphire crystal glass in my Apple Watch. It hasn't scratched at all, and it still looks as clear and new as it did on release day, April 24th, a couple months ago. So I'm hoping to see that on the iPhone 6s, but I just don't think it's gonna happen this time, unfortunately. But I'm hopeful. While we might not see that sapphire glass, we actually probably and most likely will see Force Touch technology, which is already enabled on the relatively new Apple Watch and also the new 12-inch Retina MacBook. Apparently the new Force Touch technology is going to be brought to the iPhone 6s, and then, you know, we could expect eventually the iPad and also the iPod. Oh wait, they didn't even put Touch ID in that. Is that even like... Are iPod Touches still a thing? But of course, with the Force Touch technology, we could have a much more fun and intuitive UI, and when holding down on the screen, putting pressure on the screen, could bring up different options and further take you into the actual UI, or whatever the case may be. Now let's get to the internals, the brains, the best part. I'd love to see 2 gigs of RAM in the iPhone 6s. They put 2 gigs of RAM into the iPad Air 2, which I had for a couple weeks to review on YouTube, and holy crap, it was a freaking beast. It has the A8X chip, which the 6 and 6 Plus lucked out a month before and got the A8 chip, but the coolest thing about the A8X chip was it got another gig of RAM. We're used to just 1 gig of RAM, but 2 gigs of RAM would totally change the game. We'd have a crazy fast phone. I mean, smartphones on the market go all the way up to 4 gigs even today, and I'm surprised that Apple hasn't taken the approach yet, and that's why I'm really hoping they're going to do it with the 6s. And another internal component I really want to see, along with a lot of others that's been rumored for the longest time, is a new camera, specifically a 12 or 13 megapixel. We've had the same 8 megapixel camera in the phone since the iPhone 4S, as a matter of fact, when it was introduced, and you know, every year with the new iPhone they've kind of tweaked it a little bit. Like for example, the 6 Plus had optical image stabilization, but they haven't increased those megapixels, and I'd absolutely love to see that, because you know, the iPhone takes really clear, crisp pictures right now, but with Apple's technology, I think it could get even better. Don't you guys? Of course, the iPhone 6s is going to be running iOS 9, which is just finishing up its beta stages right now. I'm assuming that the GM is going to drop the day that they announce the iPhone 6s. We'll get to those dates in a second, and then finally release in the middle of September. Speaking of dates, these are all the dates that I've predicted so far. I could be wrong, could be right. There's been a ton of predictions. Right now, I'm predicting that Apple's going to have the iPhone 6s announcement on September 8th, 2015. Last year it was on September 9th on a Tuesday. Apple loves Tuesdays, especially for events, so it only makes sense. Now the pre-order is where things get tricky. They didn't do pre-orders for the 5S, but they did for the 6 and 6 Plus. That's how I got my 6 Plus. It's either going to be on September 10th or September 14th. It's supposed to be on September 11th, but obviously, you know, in memoriam and remembrance of those who who lost their lives on September 11th, 2001. Apple probably won't pick that date. That's just a weird date to do it. It is a Friday though. I think that they'd either do it the day before on the Thursday or wait till after the weekend and do it Monday. However, they love their pre-order numbers that come in for the weekend, so I think they might do it that Thursday on September 10th. Following that, on September 16th, we can expect the iOS 9 release. By the way, the GM would be out on the iPhone 6s announcement date, which I predicted to be September 8th. And finally, we could expect to finally see the 6S release on September 18th, 2015, which is just a day off from last year's, which was September 19th, 2014. If I have to pick these pillows up one more time, I'm really gonna get mad. It's actually starting to piss me off. But anyways, guys, that's everything you need to know about Apple's upcoming smartphone, the iPhone 6S. Again, we're just less than a month away, and I wouldn't be surprised actually if not this week, but next, invites actually go out for the event. So stay tuned for that. I'll be giving coverage on that. Be sure to let me know down in the comments below what you want to see in Apple's upcoming iPhone 6S, in addition to letting me know what you think about the new set. Clearly, I need to do something about these pillows because I know them moving down from time to time has been quite the distraction. That's okay. I'm gonna give the Finder icon a punishment after this. You hear that? But thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to also give it a thumbs up and of course click the subscribe button below. You can also follow me on Twitter at Mike's iOS Help and on Periscope at Mike Cronin. Those links are on the screen right now. But that's it for this one, guys, and I will see you in the next video.